Give it up for Nayani.
Who wants to get some superpowers? Okay. So, my earliest memories of being a dreamer has been when I was little. My dad was coming up here from Haiti, and you needed to learn English. What better way to learn English than with your daughter who's stuck glued to the TV with cartoons? I take early inspiration from Marvel, Harry Potter, and One Piece. Not the live action, the anime. There's a difference. Yeah. But it doesn't all stem from that. I think my earliest memories has always been family because I was the only child for 9 years. So when my brothers came, they also were admirers of being a dreamer, and they were also hooked to video games. So that didn't help my case either. My reality was a little bit different from my dream. See, everyone has a COVID story, so let me tell you mine. During the midst of COVID, I was supposed to graduate. And instead of the college having a full graduation, they said, y'all don't need a graduation. We'll just have a video with your names on it, and we'll send you your diploma on an Amazon box. Thanks. My 4 years, I struggled. I took all these classes, barely got any sleep. An Amazon box? But that's not only what just happened. See, I got fired from my job. I started my career in finance, and I got fired from my job. I got let go. Over something that's not under my control. I didn't even know what happened to this day. I also lost my grandmother around the holidays. So the dreamer in me started to fade a little bit and started to deplete. I didn't know where else to go. I just stuck in my room playing video games and been watching all the Marvel movies. But I couldn't stand myself. I couldn't recognize myself. I looked in the mirror and I'm like, geez, I have FOMO. Everyone around me is having these events or going to places, and I'm still stuck in my room. That's not the dreamer in me. I knew that wasn't my purpose. So I got up and I reapplied to different jobs, and I went back into finance. I met a coworker there. His name is John Luca, shout out to him. And he said, I went to a conference just the other day, and the host is hosting a speaker school. You should check it out. The night of the speaker school, I'm scrolling through my phone, and I'm like, what do I got to lose? I'm gonna try it out. So when I got into the class, Brandon and Carl were there, and they said, I want everyone to get up on this stage right now and say what they want from this speaker school. I said, hold on, wait, I didn't sign up for this. I thought it was just gonna be a little activity. I have to do a 5-page paper. I have to speak? What? No. I heard everyone get up and say, well, I wanna start a business. I already have a business. I wanna make connections. And so Brandon was like, just say the first thing that comes into your mind. And I said, my name is Nayani Million, and I want to create turning points in people's lives. My superhero powers were activated that day, but something was still missing. So 7 days ago, I had a quarter-life crisis. I'm only 25. I turned 25 in July, and I told everyone the next day I'll have gray hair and I'll start walking with a cane. That's not true. Maybe we'll try to see if there's gray hair. I don't know. But I started to get to thinking, what was missing? Because from speaker school, we were taught to do the reps, get online, speak to people, make more connections. But I wasn't doing that. I was making excuses like, I'm not ready, or I'm still trying to find my voice. But if I had activated my superpowers, why am I not using them, right? So I said, 7 days ago, I need a new change. I need a new perspective. I need a new environment. And so I decided to move down to Georgia. Now, why am I making this decision so abruptly? It's because I was so cornered into showing up and being somebody else, having a facade, being what other people wanted me to be. They say, Nayani, you're a great motivational speaker. Why aren't you out there more? And my excuse was, I'm not ready yet. But I discovered 7 days ago that I need to take a chance on myself. I gained my superpowers, but I'm not using them. So what am I gonna do? Moving to Georgia seems to be a very alternate change because I'm moving away from family and the people that I've known. I know most of you guys here, and I appreciate every one of you. I couldn't be the person that I am standing here today and speaking about my experience. But what I'm gonna get out of this is as I move down to Georgia, I'm gonna have the same experiences over there, but I'm gonna push a little bit harder because I'm not gonna be confined. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free to make my own choices. I'm gonna be free to have my own abilities. And that's what I really, really want. I really want to change. See, it's not about the podcast or a YouTube channel or a business. It's about the people that I meet. I want to be able to change them in a way. That's my superpower, right? To create turning points in people's lives. Yes, I can tell my story as many times as I want, but I want each person who meets me to feel like they got something out of value from me. Why do I want to bridge my dreams into reality? It's because the whole entire time I said, I want to be a superhero. I am a superhero. I had my origin story. I had a turning point, a training montage, put in the reps. I'm making a new chapter for myself. I'm going down to Georgia, and I'm going to be sad to miss and not see you guys. But I'm definitely going to make the biggest noise ever. My last name is Million. I'm supposed to be worth $1 million. I got 2 cents in my bank account. But one day I'm gonna get there. Because what I've noticed is that my reality has shifted, but my dreams have never changed. I've always been that same person since I was little. If I love video games, if I love Marvel, Harry Potter, what do they all teach you? The journey is never ending. Your story is still being rewritten. So for sure, I mean, it's scary, I know. But on October 11th, I'm gonna take my car, drive 14 hours to Georgia, and I'm gonna start a fresh, new life. And I'm super excited. Now, I had some opportunities here that I'm kind of saying goodbye to, but I do hope that the opportunities grow in Georgia, and I do hope that I raise and climb up and, succeed. Does anyone have any questions?
Will you come back and visit?
Of course. Okay. So I'm a dreamer, so I love to go around. Has anyone seen Bridgerton?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been to the Queen's Ball. And one thing that I loved from there was that the actors were acting with you, right? So they had different clothes and they turned into different characters. And I played along. I said, do you know who Miss Featherton is? I know who she is, but I'm not gonna tell you. And they loved it. The Queen actually came up to me and said, you're one of the people that really immersed yourself in the experience. And I got to win Diamond of the Season, right? So the question was, will I come back? Yes, because there's magic here and there's magic anywhere I go. If I'm a dreamer here, then I'm going to be a dreamer over there. So yes, I definitely will be back. Is there another question?
I have.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the privilege to be, I think, a guest teacher. I think at the session that you had for speaker school.
Mm-hmm.
So I was there to see the start of this journey. For anyone here that is struggling to get up on that stage,
Mm-hmm.
and what's in that stage, can you share with them what made the difference?
Yeah, sure. So I think Brandon asked that question, right? And it was a life switch moment for me because I went through my quarter life crisis, And I was thinking, I'm done making excuses for myself, and I'm done feeling the cornered back in space. So when I texted Mallory, it was really a shoot in the dark. I was kind of nervous. I was sweating. I was like, oh no, she's gonna look at this and be like, I have no space. But I appreciate Mallory because she was like, there's one more spot. And I was like, then it's meant for me, right? So if anyone here is struggling through their own story, what brought you here in the first place, you're already bettering your journey, right? Because you're here to hear other people's stories. So if you're stuck, don't worry. but you're gonna get there because you're already here. That's why you have to bridge your dreams into reality, because it's possible. Any more questions? I'll tell you one thing. I think having the support of all you guys has been tremendous. I think every single time Brandon and Carl are like, what's keeping you from being your own person? I think my plus ones have really brought support onto me. So my friend is still trying to drive down here, but I also have another friend who's here, and he's here to support. And I think I told him, he was like, if you're gonna move down to Georgia, you're gonna have to commit. So I told him if he wants to better his life, he has to be here, and that's why he's here today. So yeah, for sure. Any more questions?
Curieuse, vous êtes très élégante et aussi équilibrée. Où à Haïti?
So here's the giddy up. So my dad's from Haiti, but I don't speak Creole. But I will try to learn my best.
When I've spent time in Haiti, where's he from Haiti?
He's from Port-au-Prince, and my grandmother passed away from his side, so we still have family down there. But yeah, for sure.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you. My speech came a little bit short, so does anyone else have any more questions? Yeah. Hi.
So you said you came to the city of Georgia 7 days ago?
Yeah.
So I'm curious.
Mm-hmm.
I know. So how did you guys prepare for 7 days ago? Just so that maybe somebody here wants to know that wow you. So
What you said? What prepared me to make that move?
not necessarily, but like, what were your steps to be prepared? Like, you prepared, you have a place or whatever.
Okay, so my aunt lives in Georgia. Thank God for her, right? So I'm gonna be living with her for a couple of days. I did quit my job, so I'm really shooting in the dark, zero uncertainty. But I think the main thing for me is like I can go anywhere from here, right? So I may not be as prepared as you may think I am, but I'm prepared to put in the reps and put in the work. So I have all my stuff. I'm ready to go down October 11th, and whatever happens in Georgia stays in Georgia. Yeah.
I know you're out of time. One last quick question.
2 minutes.
What are the two most important days in everyone's life?
No, I missed that phrase, John. What? Okay, so during my journey in speaker school, I came across this great quote by Mark Twain, who's actually from Connecticut. And he says the two most very important days of your life is the day that you're born and the reason you find out why. So 7 days ago, I found out why, I found out my purpose, and I'm moving down to Georgia. Thank you, yeah.
Thank you, Nayani. That was inspirational. We can't wait to see you continue to spread your magic from Georgia up here and all over.